I woke up in the middle of the night, drenched in sweat, with the words of the stranger from my dream echoing in my mind. Do not turn around during the night. It was one of those dreams that felt so vivid, so real, that it lingered even after I awoke. I brushed it off as just a bizarre nightmare, but the unease it left behind was hard to shake. I lived alone in my small apartment, and the thought of someone warning me, even in a dream, was unsettling. As I tried to fall back asleep, I couldn't shake the feeling that something was watching me from the shadows. The next day, I carried on with my routine, the dream slipping further from my mind. But that night, as I lay in bed, the warning came back to haunt me, gnawing at my curiosity. What could possibly happen if I turned around? The stillness of the night was almost suffocating, the quiet amplifying every creak of the floorboards, every rustle of the wind against the windows. I felt an overwhelming urge to defy the warning, to prove to myself that it was nothing more than a figment of my imagination. But as the clock ticked toward midnight, the air grew colder, and the shadows seemed to deepen. Unable to resist any longer, I slowly turned my head to look behind me. My heart pounded in my chest as my eyes adjusted to the darkness. That's when I saw it, a figure standing in the corner of my room, its silhouette barely visible but unmistakably there. Its eyes were hollow, staring straight at me with an intensity that made my skin crawl. I blinked, hoping it was a trick of the light, but it remained, unwavering. Panic seized me, and I turned back quickly, my breath coming in ragged gasps. I squeezed my eyes shut, willing it to be gone when I opened them again. But the feeling of being watched only intensified. A cold breath brushed against my neck, and I felt an icy hand grip my shoulder. The stranger's warning echoed in my mind, and I realized too late that curiosity had led me to a truth I was never meant to see. The figure was no longer just a shadow, it was real, and it was right behind me. I lay frozen in terror, knowing that I had crossed a boundary, and whatever was in my room was now part of my reality. As the coldness seeped into my bones, I understood that some warnings are not meant to be ignored, and some truths are best left hidden in the dark.